Let's go!
Greetings, Keyblade wielders. Nah, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to the channel. I'm OCDsaster, and today we will be hopping into our custom-made gummy ships yet again and hurling ourselves towards the vast unknown. It is a scary venture to wander out into an empty abyss of endless possibilities and speculation, but you wanted another video, and I'm just that crazy to give it to you. Kingdom Hearts 4 is a while away with no release date in sight. If you were expecting that so soon, man, you must not understand how developing video games work. A couple weeks back, I did a video on new and returning Disney and Pixar worlds for Kingdom Hearts 4. This video was based on analytical assumptions and was not just an evidence-less wish list of sorts. Soon after my video released, the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer dropped and proved that I am okay with being wrong and eating my own words like a 3-star meal from Little Chef in Twilight Town. As we continue to get more KH4 news throughout the handful of years, we will most likely have all the Disney worlds revealed to us through trailers and events. This has been common practice since the very first game. I will not be making a new updated video each time a KH4 world is confirmed. That is not my goal for this channel. I'm trying to ride the fine lines of what Regular Pat does and what the Key Keepers do. Regular Pat, a rather handsome gentleman, presents video essays and analytical discussions on the Kingdom Hearts franchise, steering farther and farther away from what the Key Keepers do, who tend to post theories, massive speculations, and update videos every time news for KH4 breaks. Neither side of Kingdom Hearts content creation is wrong or bad. I, however, want to stay neutrally in the middle for casual and hardcore fans alike. With that being said, this is my swan song for Kingdom Hearts 4 world speculation based off as much evidence and research as I can gather. I find this project rather fun because in a few years when KH4 comes out, we can reevaluate my locked in predictions after we get the tidal wave of spoiler-filled trailers to be. My last thing before getting into the video, a few days ago I released a 35-minute compilation of cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts 3, Remind, and Malady of Memory, cleverly titled Kingdom Hearts 3.5 An Expositionary Prologue. I highly encourage you to watch or skim through that video before continuing to this one. I will not be going over all the details from those cutscenes, but they will be lightly referenced throughout as evidence for my world selections. Alright, get to it and let's meet back in 30. Okay, you're back. Great. Here are my 3 hard rules for trying to accurately predict the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4. We all should have learned this lesson from KH3. There are so many directions the more and the team can take Kingdom Hearts at any given time. This opens up exciting and creative ideas from the fans, but we have to tame our expectations so we do not end up disappointed. There's a fine line between straight speculation and analytical assumptions. Speaking of which, I'm going to try my best to use evidence and logical analyses to predict these worlds. I will try to keep my personal biases and opinions away from my decisions to include or exclude worlds. Nomura has already subtly hinted that KH4 is going in a new direction. This is made even more evident with the new trailer we got. Not only is the look different, but pay close attention to what the Master of Master says at the end of the trailer. Using the unreality and concept of Sora kind of being dead, but not, is a perfect way to soft reboot the series into a new and exciting chapter, the Lost Masters arc. This does not help with choosing worlds, however, because the rules of the previous titles are borderline irrelevant now. Those rules I made in the previous video were based upon previous Kingdom Hearts titles. Now anything could really be fair game. This is extremely exciting and I will do my best with this list to make it sound as logical as possible. Just take everything I'm saying with a massive amount of sea salt ice cream because one new trailer could ruin all of my assumptions. Let's quickly go over the worlds that are 100% getting in. Come on, this is a no-brainer. Quadratum is a part of the unreal or fictional reality parallel to Sora and Co. Remember that Sora's reality has multiple realms within that reality. The realm of light, realm of darkness, the realm in between, realm of data, realm of memory, and realm of dreams. This means the unreality could have parallel realms as well, kind of like a mirror reality, but we are not certain for sure. It would be an extremely safe bet to assume that a lot of the Quadratum story will include Yozora and Final Fantasy Versus content that Nomura was not able to do before.
Scala ad Caelum.
The next 2 worlds on this list are 100% in Kingdom Hearts 4, but I'm not sure if they'll just be as cutscenes or not. Scala ad Caelum will most likely be a playable world because it was built on top of the Ancient Masters' home world of Daybreak Town. KH4 is the Ancient Masters arc, and the Ancient or Lost Masters have been returned to this reality thanks to Luxu, aka Braig, aka Xigbar. At the end of Melody of Memories, Master Yen Sid sends Mickey on a quest to start at Scala ad Caelum to figure out the secrets of the Lost Masters. So in my last video, I said no more Olympus. I was wrong. We are getting Olympus again, albeit it may just be cutscenes of Donald and Goofy in the underworld trying to talk to Oran about the afterlife and getting Sora back. What's that? Why did I just say Oran and not Hades? Look back at the trailer. If Donald and Goofy were looking for Hades, why would they be sneaking around? Why did Donald look away from Hades? Why were they scared when Hades approached them? They could be looking for someone else, but I think Oran from KH2 is the best bet. He was mentioned in KH3, so he has not been completely obliterated from the canon. Well. When I am wrong, I am really wrong. I did not think Star Wars IP would be making it into Kingdom Hearts so soon, but phew, that trailer evidence is damning. It has not been confirmed yet, but by the high-definition terrain, the alien-esque flowers, and the foot of an AT-AT, there is a safe bet that Star Wars is making its debut in KH4. So those are the 90 to 100% chance worlds for Kingdom Hearts 4. I'll keep reiterating, there is no concrete way of knowing for sure at this time. If you made it this far into the video and have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Subscription growth brings much needed serotonin to my brain and keeps me motivated to entertain and keep making content for you all. It is absolutely free, and if you get tired of me, you can always unsubscribe. Let's do something I tried to avoid but don't think I can for the sake of this video. We need to talk. We need to talk about some possible story threads in KH4. I know. How can we? The trailer is short and blah 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 blah. Listen, I don't really want to, but I think it's the only way to iron out a solid world selection. Based off of everything I know, which is not as much as some of you watching, we appear to be getting 2 big storylines with some minor plots trickled in. The biggest storyline is the Master of Masters and Luxu are planning on combining the Unreality and Sora's reality together for probably the strongest Kingdom Hearts. Reconnect Kingdom Hearts is a reoccurring tagline. I believe it is referring to reconnecting Kingdom Hearts in both realities. The Lost or Ancient Masters are a part of the story. Luxu brought them back to Sora's reality for a reason. My best logical prediction is there needs to be Keyblade wielders on both sides of reality to merge them together. Long stretch prediction is that the Master of Masters, although very charming, does have something nefarious behind the scenes in which some or all the Ancient Masters will eventually turn on him by the end of the arc. The second big storyline of KH4 is getting Sora back to his reality, while also assisting Yozora in Quadratum. I said I was not a betting man, but if I were, I'd say Riku will show up in Quadratum and find Sora. Riku will try to get Sora to come back, but Sora will already be tied up in Yozora aka Final Fantasy Versus stuff, and he will tell Riku he wants to help his new friends before returning, or there is something preventing Sora from coming home right away. I figure during Quadratum stuff, we will pan over to Donald and Goofy, who are trying to get Sora back as mentioned before. Kairi will be training with Master Aqua, Mickey will be exploring Scala ad Caelum. I see 3 possibilities for a tutorial for KH4. Riku in Quadratum, Kairi with Aqua, or Yozora's Trials. I would be very happy if we got the basic tutorials as Kairi and the prologue portion of KH4 as Yozora, but only time will tell. My best guess is that for the first half of the Kingdom Hearts 4, we will be in the Unreality, and then Sora will cross back over for the second half of the game. While crossing over, he will travel to the unrealistic or unreality Disney worlds. This will be the reverse of the previous Kingdom Hearts titles, where the non-Disney elements happened last. We are literally working in parallels. Pete and Maleficent are still around and will most likely be the driving antagonistic force on the Disney side of things. There is so much to still go on about, but I think these elements are the most important as we continue our world list. Like in KH3, Radiant Garden was not a world you could go to, but it was in a bunch of cutscenes. I think it will be the same here as Ansem the Wise and crew try to solve the mysteries of another reality. Just like Radiant Garden, Yen Sid and the Mysterious Tower tend to always show up in the main KH titles, at least as cutscenes or 2. I do not see this changing for KH4, but I could be wrong. We last see the ancient masters and Lushu looming about the deserted Keyblade graveyard. It would not surprise me if this world gets downgraded to a few cutscenes. The final world is crucial for this new arc in the Kingdom Hearts series. The ending of Melody of Memory is plenty of evidence for that. 8 worlds already, wow, that's impressive. If you made it this far into the video, congratulations, you are an OC Disney Elite member. Go ahead and comment down below on your status, and I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and this channel. So I was thinking because of this soft reboot, we may do away with Winnie the Pooh and Friends. However, in KH3, the story of Pooh and Sora's connection fading has not been finished. I think this is solid enough evidence to say 100 Acre Woods is possibly in for one more round. Who knows? It may even be the live action version of the characters this time around due to the new engine and multiple realities. It's one or the other, folks. I strongly believe that we will either be getting an Incredibles world or a Marvel world. I do not think we will get both because the superhero theme would be too redundant. Say goodbye to San Tokyo. Isn't it San Francisco? You know what? I'm going to leave this in the script because I'm tired. After speaking to my good friend and fellow content creator Obese Rob, we have decided that Marvel would be the better pick of the two because it's a new acquired IP like Star Wars. There's too much Marvel to even begin to predict what world or story KH4 would follow, so I'll just be calling it Heroes Academy for now. With all this afterlife and other reality talk, I am in even more of the Coco World camp than ever before. Before I mentioned how no bodies would fit perfectly into this world, but we do not really even need them thematically. What if Sora has to cross through the land of the dead to get back to his reality? Yeah, this world is happening, no cap. We are exploring new, hyper-realistic worlds, so the live-action Jungle Book would make an excellent addition to Kingdom Hearts, considering it was meant to be in earlier games. My only concern about this world not getting in is it would be too repetitive to have a forest-like planet of Star Wars and a jungle world. Zootopia is also another contender. The world is vast and colorful. Many wonderful viewers and subscribers argued that Zootopia's racial equality themes would not fit Kingdom Hearts, but I kinda disagree. I think the prejudices towards the predator animals could be a form of darkness from the hearts, creating Heartless. If I had to pick though, I'm gonna go with Great Jungle. Roy Conley is a pivotal force in Kingdom Hearts. He does not only make Disney World decisions, but he also produced, wait for it, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tangled, Winnie the Pooh, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Frozen 2, Encanto, and Treasure Planet. Most of those movies I listed have shown up as full-fledged worlds in KH or references like Ralph as a summon. There is no question Nomura loves his fans. He and his team provide fan service whenever they can. I think Axel and pretty much all the organization members are evidence of that. Fans love the characters so much that they just never died out. In addition, the ending of KH3 was that of Avengers Endgame scale, where you had so many fan favorites return for 1 or 2 fights. I would not be surprised in the slightest if Conley and Nomura listened to the fans' outcry and gave us Treasure Planet. Maybe, just maybe, as a gummy ship replacement, please? With story beats and mini games between each level instead? Tamper expectations. Alright everyone, that's the end of the video. What did you think? Let me know down in the comments below, especially if you made it all the way to the end. What worlds do you want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4 and what evidence do you have for those worlds being in? I'm OCDsaster and I hope you have a spectacular rest of your day. Let your hearts be your guiding key. See ya. Roy Conley is a pivotal force in Kingdom Hearts. He does not only make Disney World decisions, but he's also produced, wait for it, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tangled, Winnie the Pooh, Wreck-It Wow, Like a Wow? Like a Wow Wow Wow? Fans love the characters so much they just never died out. In addition, the ending of KH3 was that of an end of it.